mean, obviously, Champions League still to be decided this midweek quarterfinals. But I mean, you've already prefaced that you think we're through.
No, I'm absolutely buzzing. Me and Reeve are going.
Yeah, come on to the Bernabeu.
Crazy, any that you don't get to any of the small games, but anytime they got like a big, they're going to both games in the box.
Well, yeah, if you get invited, I think you don't turn that down.
What, you don't get invited
Why
to
don't
the
you
Ipswich
go to more
games?
games? And this isn't even
No.
taking a dig.
We
Like,
stream them all. Yeah.
No,
don't stream
we
all the Arsenal
don't.
ones.
If we stream them, we then can't make the game.
And there's
even if it's
midweek
like the
Champions
second
League
slot.
ones
But
as
we
well.
don't get.
It's not true.
It's definitely not
See,
true.
of course, if
You
we
could
stream it at 5 o'clock and we're
you
playing
could
away at Villa,
defi-
you can't get
By
to
the way,
stream,
it's so
can you?
easy.
I'm not saying that. I miss a lot of Albion games because of that, but I still go to many when we're not. We don't stream every time Arsenal play. Don't be a silly
I know
Billy.
we don't because, like,
Well, you can't fucking talk.
I know I can't,
He's
but
not.
I feel like I have a legitimate reason being my club's all the way up north and yours is. It's just a
I
genuine
also
question.
do other things in my life.
That's the
That's
answer
fine. It was
then,
just
isn't
you
it?
got really defensive. I said this
Yeah.
is just a genuine question. Maybe it's like I don't know
Arsenal
if you
fans
can go on
accept
this.
a ticket. And
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, no,
I'm never
God
going to
forbid.
turn
I
that
was only
opportunity
asking
down.
why you don't get
Just
to
a
more.
question.
That's all I asked. That's all I asked.
We're not being
Why is that
weird.
weird?
We asked a
It's a
question.
genuine
You're
question.
being
Why don't you
weird.
get to more? Is it because you just prefer to do other
it's
things?
very busy.
But the stadium. That's a lot of people.
I'm very busy.
Oh,
What about you? You can't travel up to Leicester.
Yeah, it takes a while.
Just asking. That was all.
Really weird.
It wasn't a dig.
really
Why do you
wasn't.
think everything's a
Actually,
dig?
it wasn't
The
a-
fact you've taken it as a
Actually
dig means...
specified it at the start saying this
I
isn't
know,
a
I
dig.
don't get why you got so angry so quickly. It's weird.
Today's episode of Pitchside is brought to you, as always, by our great friends Super 6. And Super 6 has been on fire this season with over £2 million given away in jackpots. And there's still plenty of chances for you to take home some huge money before the end of the season. So head over to the Super 6 app for your free chance to win the jackpot. You can also compete against myself, Reeve, Tom, and even Lewis in the Super 6 Mini League, the Pitchside one. That is the code PTCH24 to join up. And we'll also be giving away a £100 classic football shirt voucher every single round to the winner. It's super simple. Just predict your 6 scores, enter your golden goal, hit submit, and you're all set. Follow the link in the description down below now to sign up.
Bringing it back to the second leg. Obviously, 3-0 advantage for the mighty arse. How do we do it at
2-1 Arsenal.
Bernabeu? That's exactly what I've gone with. Oh, no, wait.
Real
We'll
Madrid-
win.
I think we'll win because I think
I've gone with a draw.
like Madrid will score first.
Do you think?
I think because they'll just throw everything out. We'll equalise, settle down, blah blah blah. Madrid keep throwing. Arsenal score on the counter track, win 2-1.
I think it'll be 0-0.
Well,
I've gone 1-1.
I think it'll be low.
just want to
score.
say there's one person who's more qualified than anyone.
Wait, sorry.
To give a
No,
prediction.
but you do it sarcastically and then get away with it. That's
No,
not
of course.
I'm filming.
Okay, right.
No, because on the back of I predicted 3-0, of course, like because I'm a genius.
Yeah.
And also
Do you
on the
remember when you
back
said
of
you
that,
did the treble as well? Or
on
what?
the back of that, I said 3-0, and then you will go to Real Madrid and you'll lose 2-0 and go through. So
Right.
the prophecy is there.
Yeah. That's totally legit. Yeah,
I
it
just
makes
don't.
sense.
If it gets to 2-0 Real Madrid, I don't see a world in which it stays 2-0 because they'll be throwing
If
so
it gets
much.
2-0 to Real Madrid, you're going out.
I think so.
But I don't think...
I think they'll score in the
But I just
first
don't
Let's
half.
think
not take his
there.
advice.
I don't think it'll get there.
If
But it
Madrid
also-
score 2 goals within like the first hour, you're out.
Oh, well, that's very
But
different.
also,
yeah, it depends
at the
when
same
they score the
time,
goals, isn't it?
it could just as easily go 3-0 from 2-0 than 2-1. Like, just throw everything counter-attack.
Well, Arsenal scored 1 goal and that's it.
Yeah, I
Like,
agree.
I feel like that's game over.
I think it'll be 0-0. I think you'll just
Sit.
frustrate the life out of them. You're good at that.
We can't travel all the way to Spain for that, can we?
What, to see your team go through against Real Madrid?
No, but me on the.
Oh,
we're no, what?
mate, you're a disgrace.
In my head, we're already through, mate.
Oh, clip that.
No Camavinga.
Yeah.
Also, how come Mbappe should be banned for like many games, including the Champions League games after that
I
horrendous
don't think it
tackle?
applies to
No, it
European
doesn't- it
football.
doesn't.
Yeah, that
It doesn't
tackle
apply.
was so bad
Yeah.
by that. He should have been arrested.
It was pretty bad, actually.
That's one of the worst tackles I've seen in a long time. That he meant it as well.
I've
Yeah,
not
I know.
seen it.
Oh,
You haven't
bro,
seen
it's
it?
disgusting.
Quite aggressive. It is quite aggressive.
He called me
Is he
aggressive.
hard?
No,
Tall enough.
too
No,
skinny.
joking.
No, he's a fuck. He looks like a turtle.
But also, see,
Well, they're pretty hard.
You see
actually. The Ninja
Norgard.
Turtles are pretty hard.
You see Norgard's tackle at the weekend
Oh,
as
what,
well.
the scissor one?
Yeah,
Yeah, it was.
probably a red card.
I don't think it was.
What
It's a
game was
scissor
that?
tackle
What
from
game was
behind.
that?
Arsenal.
Brentford
Arsenal Brentford.
at the
It
weekend.
was on Lewis Skelly.
It was on Martinelli.
I don't remember.
It was on Martinelli. Sorry.
Yeah.
And people
I
comparing it
watched
to
that
Lewis
game, but I
Skelly
can't
goal.
remember it.
It was the one where he like.
He scissor tackled
Martinelli's
him from
running the mix.
behind.
I must
It was
have
actually, it was
missed
genuine.
that. I can't
It was
remember
actually
it.
like pretty terrible.
I don't think it was a red though.
I think by the definition of the law, it probably is. But anyway, it's irrelevant.
The definition of the law.
Can Madrid do it?
No.
Can they? Yes.
I've never seen.
Will they? No.
I've never seen so many Real Madrid players mention Wednesday on their Instagram.
They're trying to get the crowd up for it, aren't they?
They really, and they're shutting the roof for it to get the crowd even louder.
Is that how it works? I guess the noise bounces.
Yes.
Yeah,
Is that a tactic?
Yeah, they're doing it.
Of course.
It's weird.
If you've got a closed roof, where does the sound go? Nowhere.
Also, why was Ancelotti in the stands at the weekend?
Vaping. He was vaping. Did you see him?
Yeah.
No.
You don't see
haven't
Mbappe
seen
gets
the
sent
clip.
off. Mbappe gets sent off, and they cuts to and Ancelotti's vaping in the stands.
What did he have? Lost Mary.
I don't know.
No, it was the geek bar.
Arsenal's year. You see Cruz come out and talking about the second leg saying, you need to make Arsenal, who have no Champions League quarterfinal experience, especially not Madrid, think, what? It's not over yet.
Yeah, Madrid need an early goal.
It would be very Real Madrid to go through. I will say that.
And very Arsenal
Yeah,
also.
and
very Arsenal
at the same time.
Yeah, it would be.
I just don't. I don't. I don't think.
I think we're just too good defensively. I really just don't see like
I
putting
agree.
4 goals past them. If we get 1, then they have to score 4 against this team. It's just
I just don't know. I wonder how you are going to come out. Like, I hope you don't come out and just shit yourself and try and like.
no, we come out and play exactly how we did.
Well, ideally,
perfect.
yeah, but like.
No, you won't because
tell you what, though,
No, I'm saying
let,
ideally.
They
that
let
would
you
be
had a lot of the ball the first leg
Yeah,
in the first
it's
half.
gonna be a different
They're
game.
just going to come out guns blazing.
Do you think
They're
if
just-
you're an Arsenal player, like obviously there is a lack of experience at this latter stages right now, and like 3-0 at the Bernabeu is a huge occasion. Do you think you're full of confidence you're 3-0,
Yeah.
or do you think fucking hell it is quite a, like would you be nervous?
Probably both.
I think they'd be well less nervous than if it was like 1-1 taking it across.
Well, yeah, obviously.
No, but yeah. So
Do you know what?
Why
I don't
wouldn't they
know.
be really confident?
Do you know why?
Got
Because
so much to lose now.
yeah.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Do you know?
No, I
and
don't.
especially
I feel like they're just
how many
playing-
times have like Arsenal be called bottlers and like they get 3-0. Okay, yeah, it's a comfortable lead and you should go through. But if you don't, oh my
Yeah,
god!
but they won't be thinking like that.
But if you go there with a 1-1, it's kind of like what we got to lose.
Yeah, that's my point.
I just don't.
Don't get me wrong. You'd much rather be 3-0 up.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. But like the psychology of the players at the moment, they're surely on top of the world. Like you can't really knock that down.
I think they'll be cautious. Definitely, very cautious.
I think they've just got enough trust in each other.
Hopefully, yeah. Fingers crossed.
Yeah, I know. I don't see a world where you don't go through.
No, but you're saying from a player's perspective.
I'm
Are they
just
going
asking
up
the
there and
question,
going,
yeah.
"Oh my god, we could lose tonight"? I think
No,
I
no.
think they're going there and going, "Fucking let's."
no, he said, "Will they be nervous?" I think they will be.
Yeah, but not in the same degree as what you originally said.
I'm not saying they're going to be like cowering away, like, oh, I'm too scared. I'm just saying, like, do you think they'll be more like confident or more nervous?
I personally think they're more.
It
on
is
the
a
side
big,
of
it's a big
confidence.
deal. It's a very big deal.
Yeah.
Well, I'm excited either way, but it's not the only Champions League game happening, is it?
No,
Dortmund Barcelona 4-0 up.
that's
over.
decided, isn't it?
Barcelona to rest players.
Probably.
Uh,
They've got
maybe, yeah.
a league to win, a cup final to win. Yeah, probably.
What about Inter Bayern though? Currently 2-1.
I can't see Inter not going through.
Yeah.
I said that at the start. I just think they're too good defense. I don't think Bayern are that good. I think Inter are too good defensively.
Yeah.
So you think it will be an Inter Barcelona semi-final,
Yep.
and then Arsenal PSG.
Yeah.
Yeah, unless something crazy happens in that Villa game.
I think
You
the
know
only
what?
chance.
It could
I
do,
actually think
but-
there's more of an upset in the Villa PSG game than the Bayern Inter one.
Oh, so you think Villa, in terms of percentage likelihoods, Villa are more likely to go through from that tie than Bayern?
Out of
are
all the
against
teams that
Inter?
can make a comeback,
That's
I think
home
it
as
would be
well.
Villa.
Yeah, absolutely.
Imagine they score early doors. Oh my god, that place will be rocking.
Villa
be
Park.
rocking. And Unai is a bit of a European tactician.
That's exactly it.
Yeah. It'd be a good game. It's tonight, isn't it? I'm looking forward to that.
And also, this
so.
PSG squad's like.
I'm going to wear my
pretty-
PSG shirt.
But PSG are absolutely ridiculous at the moment. But like
Shit,
a lot of them are fairly inexperienced when it comes to the last stage of the Champions League, right?
Yeah.
So they could. There's definitely a chance of the. You saying, are they going to?
PSG got to the final recent years.
Yeah,
though.
but so are Villa players.
No, I know.
Asensio,
No, I know. but-
Rashford.
No, yeah, I'm not saying that, but I'm saying like
Euros
the-
final.
Villa are taking this, as you said. They've
Nothing to lose.
Nothing to lose.
Yeah,
That makes-
definitely.
yeah.
I mean, they've had a good competition regardless, haven't they?
Yeah.
It's been exceptional. Who do you think wins it?
Arsenal win the Champions League.
I'm sticking with Barca, but PSG look good, man.
I think Arsenal win it. You still going Arsenal?
Arsenal's winning the Champions League. Up the Gunners.
What's your favourite Champions League moment of all time?
When Champions League went through against Real Madrid.
When the Champions League went through against Real Madrid?
When
Yeah,
Arsenal went through
I-
against
I
Real
think- I
Madrid.
just think-
Zidane's volley.
I think the Arsenal setup is
No,
just.
but what do you remember?
Zidane's volley.
What did you say? What was the question?
You remember that?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
You watched it live?
Yeah.
When you
I
like-
don't understand.
when you like 6?
Why are you so... Yeah.
How do you remember that?
Because I have memories from when I was 5 and 6. I don't get like why.
You
that's-
How
remember
do you know
watching-
how old you were?
Like,
I
where were
remember.
you?
I remember.
Where
vivid-
point in
where
time,
were
isn't
you?
it?
At home.
But how do
in
you
my
know
front
how old
room
you
with my
were?
How do
dad?
you remember that?
I remember. Right.
You asked the strangest. How do you remember? How do you know how old you are? Because there's a point in time. If he
But
scores
how
that
do you
goal,
know what age you were with that memory?
because then you extrapolate back to when you were born.
Do you remember? You've asked this before. Do you remember what we said? That's the stupidest thing you've ever said.
I still
The
don't
goal
get
happened in
it.
2000.
Lou, when were you born?
1998.
Right. So
would've been
if
four.
So you would have been 4.
so, you know, like a specific World Cup or a Euros.
Do you remember the
you know
2006 World Cup?
Okay,
do you
so
remember it?
say you have a birthday memory, like a memory, and like you ate some cake or whatever. Do you know how old you were?
No.
Okay, that makes
I
sense.
don't have memory. So like, I remember having
Well,
a
if you're-
birthday
if
party
you're
at
on your eighth-
6s.
if you have a memory from your 8th
No, but I
birthday,
don't. No. I remember having a birthday party at 6s. I don't know if I was like 6 or 7 or 8.
Yeah.
But I remember the party, but I don't remember how old I was.
Okay, that makes sense.
However, the Champions League final,
Specific
I
date.
remember that memory, and I know
It's
I
from
was
a date.
6 because it was in 2002.
Yeah,
That makes sense.
I don't remember. I don't remember.
I
Sitting
thought when
there
you had a
going,
memory-
I'm 6.
I thought when you had a memory, there was like an age that came with it. It was
no,
like
I
weird.
just
You
put,
just
I
work
put the
out the
two
date.
together.
Yeah.
One of my first ever memories, like vividly, is running over to my neighbours when England beat Germany 5-1 in 2001, and I remember that. I remember the goals and like screaming and running over to my neighbours and we were celebrating. And I
That
remember,
Heskey.
yeah, 5-1 even. Esky
I remember
scored.
2002 World Cup.
Owen got the, and then got the 2002 World Cup. I remember
But
watching them in assembly.
I
and
remember
that.
specifically
Ronaldinho.
getting this
Yeah.
fake England shirt as part of like a safe. Remember Safeway used to be Morrison.
Yeah, well then,
was
so
like
you
they
do
did-
remember things
But I
when you
don't
were
really.
6?
It's like almost like a blur.
You don't remember the Ronaldinho goal going in?
No, but I remember.
See, I do.
I remember
On a
getting.
school TV at the front of assembly.
See, we had it on
Yeah.
a big
Look.
projector,
Yeah.
like a what they call.
I think we sat in the
when they
assembly
slide
hall
down
on
yeah,
the big TV.
yeah.
But like they bought in like.
But
a
then you know
trolley.
how old you were.
Yeah, I know. I didn't say I didn't.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Look,
My-
don't get
my-
me wrong. I wouldn't be able to tell you from the 2002 Champions League final who played well,
Yeah,
who did
yeah,
that.
yeah.
But I remember Zidane's
Yeah.
goal.
Yeah, it's
To
moments.
be fair, I
isn't
do
it?
remember. I remember my favorite Champions League memory is our run in 2006 to the final when Lehmann saved the penalty against Villarreal. When
Yeah, that was a semi-final, wasn't it? Yeah.
when Arsenal beat
beat
Real
Ju-
Madrid,
but Juve
Juventus.
as
But
well,
again,
yeah.
that's moments, isn't it? So you know how.
No, but I remember it because I remember when Sol Campbell, because it was like, wasn't it? Was it? I feel like it was on like a Thursday. The final. Is it like midweek?
I have no idea.
I can't remember.
Can you check the 2008? Was it on a Thursday for some reason?
It might have been midweek. They did.
feel like
I
it
don't
was
think they've
midweek.
always done it on a weekend.
What game?
2006 Champions League final.
Well,
what
they have
day?
Europa Leagues.
What,
But when Sol Campbell scored the header,
Yeah.
I remember that was the first game I'd ever cried at.
Okay.
I was 10 years old.
Oh,
I went to bed.
One of my other
devastated.
favourite memories is, we were going out. We were ready. We were all getting ready to go out.
He's smiling it.
And we had it's a real one. And when you remember when Barca beat Juve 3-1 and Neymar scored the third,
Yeah, yeah.
and we all had a
No.
bet on. For there was a horse running that day called Neymar, so we all did a double: horse to win and Neymar to score. And he scored in like the 94th minute. The horse had won.
Yeah,
Neymar, the horse, won.
yeah.
And then the 94th, bearing in mind we're like 18. I went just 10 years ago, wasn't it? Yeah. We were all 18, ready to go out uptown and that. And then we win like 100 quid. We were like,
What
Oh
about
my
what?
God,
speaking of
millionaire weekend.
Champions League memories that don't involve our own club? The PSG versus Barcelona. The
5-2.
oh yeah.
that was just.
I'll tell you another one when
mental. What day was it, Lou? Sorry.
Wednesday.
Oh, it was
Chelsea.
Wednesday. There you go.
Yeah, Chelsea's run when they first won it because I used to because I like Chelsea.
Drogba against Bayern.
What? Not even that. The Barca one.
Oh.
I remember that.
What? When Torres scored against?
Oh
Barca?
yeah, sorry. Of course, I remember the Gary Neville. Oh yeah.
Or like I'll tell you another one when Ronaldinho scored that goal
Against Chelsea at Stamford Bridge. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do
you know what?
Everyone at school the next
I-
day
I-
was
I
like,
saw- remember
I
that
watched Gareth Bale's
try it in the
bicycle
school
kick.
yard, yeah.
Gareth Bale's bicycle kick live.
Yeah.
yeah, that's pretty good.
That
Pretty
was-
beast mode.
That was
Another
basically-
one, even though I hate him, no, I don't hate him. I think the most wow moment ever I've had in the Champions League was Ronaldo's over a kick against Juve.
Oh mate.
We were, that was when I was,
They're live.
no, I was in America.
Oh, right.
But it was like the middle of the day, and I
How
just remember everyone screaming.
Yeah.
It was me and my mate were watching it. And we
7 foot,
screamed.
wasn't it?
I don't get how he's done that.
I still think that's better than Bale's, but
Yeah.
because how high he gets, man.
It's so hard to just comparing them both. It's almost impossible. I think.
Yeah,
Then I saw Mandzukic's bicycle kick.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, do you
Cardiff.
remember that?
yeah.
There's
I
been
did
some
that.
special moments in the Champions League.
Yeah.
I've never been to a Champions League game.
Have you not?
What I wouldn't have, would I?
What?
but
It
you're-
was just like a random.
Oh, I have. I went to the Man City Dortmund game when Haaland scored that
That's a cool goal to see.
cool goal.
Oh yeah, we watched the.
Yeah.
I will say though, the best atmosphere I've ever experienced at like a Champions League football match, and almost in general, best atmosphere I think was against Real Madrid.
Just then.
Last week, I really
Yeah,
think
yeah.
it was.
Oh,
yeah.
it did sound
It
good.
was. It
Can't
was.
even- like the Wembley final
It
last
was up there.
season was fucking mental as well.
It
The
was-
Dortmund and Real Madrid fans.
But like
were
even like the England games, like when we played Italy, like that, like when Luke Shaw scored that goal, like I would still put Real Madrid in terms of
the second Declan Rice free kick.
because there was just something. There was
Yeah, that was
something. There was just.
crazy.
I know it's cringe to say, but
People falling
there
over
was
their
something in
seats,
the air
mate.
beforehand. There was
Mental.
just like this atmosphere of just like electricity.
yeah, we're going to do it.
Mate, I'm not even. It was like.
It's not. Do you know that? This isn't me having a dig at all. And I'm not saying you've never been to a game.
It was
You
different. It was so
No,
different.
but you get that before every big game. Trust
No,
me.
but
And
that-
I'm telling you now, it doesn't always happen.
I've been to big Arsenal games, but this felt different. This really felt different. And ask all the
I don't
fans
know.
that were there.
It doesn't.
all my
Like
mates
he
I was
was
talking
saying before
to.
the Liverpool game, "Oh, we're gonna get back at this and that." And then once you get in that ground and you get that, you're like,
No,
"We're
but even
winning."
before we got there, we were saying it. I know you were.
Do you know why?
saying
'Cause
it
you're
all
No,
surrounded
no,
day.
by-
you do.
'cause you get
I
surrounded
don't think
by-
I don't think Albion will win against Cov on Friday. I think they'll probably beat.
But
us
when
quite
you get there,
that when I wake up Friday morning, you best believe
No, but
I'm
we were
putting money
saying
on
before we
Albion.
were even there.
I'm getting on the bees and I'm saying we're winning a lot.
But
Yeah.
before you were even there.
We have no chance of going up, right? And Friday morning, I'm going to tell everyone we're going up.
No, I know, I get your point, but even before, like days before the game, we
No,
saw
but
there
Theo,
was
that's
something in
because
the
you
air,
spend
though.
time around us. But once you're in the stadium around Arsenal fans and
Yeah,
you're going,
he's
we're
right.
actually
You
all
get
gonna do it. You're like,
excited.
I was
Yeah.
excited before the game. That's my point. We were
it's true
saying
because
this.
I said my prediction was 1-1, and then we got there and I was
Exactly.
like,
I know
we're
why
going
you
to
were
fucking
saying
win it.
that. I was saying from the start we were going through.
No, but I'm
no,
agreeing
I was saying
with your point. There was an electric atmosphere. I said before the game, I think we're going to draw, and then I got there and like, we're going to fucking
Even the
beat
fire-
it.
That is the beauty of
Footy.
football. Being a football fan is
Yeah.
you always think there's always a chance.
Yeah.
But if you support a team like mine, it usually fucking shoves you straight back to up the arse.
Yeah.
Well, you can say the same about Arsenal, actually.
Oh yeah, because you've had
Oh,
no
yeah,
success.
oh,
Oh yeah.
compare
Let's compare
yourselves to
West
West
Brom
Brom.
to
No,
Arsenal.
I'm
Fucking
talking
hell.
about getting shoved up the arse with the bottles and stuff.
Pardon?
Like
And
bottle
on
jobs.
that note,
No, you know.
What? No one mentioned that.
How is that an analogy
said,
for,
you know what-
for
I'm saying-
bottle jobs?
I'm
Getting
saying the point
shoved
is,
up the
you know,
arse
you
with a
like,
bottle.
you have this excitement.
You've witnessed your team win a Premier League
You know,
title.
like-
You've witnessed
no,
your team
you know,
win
Tom,
multiple.
You know,
fucking-
like when people call you bottle jobs and they shove a bottle up your ass.
No, but being let down. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, but
What,
there's no
my people shove a
comparison.
bottle
Not a
up your ass?
comparison, but it's still the same feeling.
It's not.
Right, I just
How
fucking
is
kill
that
myself.
even close?
Oh yeah, with the bottle up the arse.
you know that feeling when they stick a bottle up your ass.
I remember my mate sat on the bottle.
Right.
What, the film?
End the pod.
Okay, fuck me, man.
I'm going to invest.
Thanks for tuning in. Make sure you rate us 5 stars. Make sure you like and subscribe on YouTube, and make sure you send me dick pics on Instagram. Not bad yourself.
What?